Hey, good morning to everybody. Happy Monday. It's Daryl here. It's bright and early 5 a.m. here in Connecticut on the East Coast. Okay, the first thing I want to talk about is the weather. This isn't a weather channel, but a lot of you are probably tuning in to see what's going on. A couple of the terms that come to mind: much ado about nothing, or a big nothing burger. It was a dud. That's what I posted on my Facebook page. Look, hey, better safe than sorry, right? The storm, Henry kind of wobbled. By the time it got here, it hit Rhode Island a lot harder than it hits here. The storm hit in Narragansett Bay. That's where I surf. That's where I go to surf. I believe I posted some pictures of me all suited up with my board going last year to Narragansett Bay. I posted the pictures here on my community page, I believe. But you can't surf in this stuff. I won't get into that. This isn't a surf channel, not a weather channel. But hey, all in all, the lights are still on. It hit my area a lot less harder than they had forecasted. Enough said. All right, let me tell you guys what I want to talk about today. I did not realize that there were rallies in Portland this weekend. Didn't even know it. Okay, so I go to my usual Flipboard. You know, I am not getting paid by Flipboard. It's an app, and I love it. It's got conservative stories, liberal stories, sports stories. You can pretty much pick which category, or you can go it's called For You, and just get a mishmash of all stories. And I love this because it gets local. I can get channels from small TV stations in I can get articles from small TV stations in Iowa, or San Francisco newspaper, or Dallas newspaper. And all some conservative, some liberal, and it gives me a good idea what's going on in the country. All right, first video I came across. I wasn't sure who they were. For this video, what happened in Portland this weekend was a clash between the two groups. Look, just for this video, I'm going to call the one group the Patriots, what they call themselves, and the other group I'll call the people in black. The group that begins with A and ends with FA, okay? I'm going to refer to them as those two names, the people in black, Patriots, all right? Just for this video. Okay, the first thing I came across was a video, something about Portland, and a video, right? I turned the video on, and it was a bunch of people, angry people with bats, attacking a van. And it was a home, right off the bat, you could tell it was a handicap van. The handicap placards on it, a white handicap van parked on the side of the road, and they're beating it with baseball bats, and then they flip it over. As the video goes on, I could see the American flag being swayed around, and I start to get an inkling of what I'm seeing here. I'm seeing the Patriots attack a van with nobody in it, and to boot, it's a handicap van. Okay, video goes on. I'll put this link down below so you can watch this video yourself. Now, see, this video was taken from like an intermediary point. It was probably from a drone, some of the footage. It's in between the two groups, so you can get a good sense of what's going on, of what's going on between the two groups. Right at the beginning, you see the man in the wheelchair, which I assume he had something to do with this handicap van. And he almost gets taken out by a firework that's thrown by the Patriots, from what I could tell. Now, I see the Patriots are basically chasing the people in black throughout this whole video. All the way down the street, from one location to the next. I hear the Patriots yelling, "Why are you guys running away? Why are you guys P blank 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 S? Why are you guys acting like kitty cats?" From this video, which appears to be in an intermediary standpoint, looking down, looking at the two sides, you definitely see the people in black trying to keep the Patriots away as they move in the other direction, continually from one spot to another spot to another spot to another spot. The people chasing them, the Patriots, with different objects. Now, I see the Patriots with spray containers spraying this yellow stuff. I assume that's bear mace. Mainly that's coming from the Patriots, almost exclusively. The fireworks seem to kind of be coming from both sides, honestly. It's fireworks being thrown back and forth. None of them are, look, when I was 12 years old, I had bigger fireworks. I played around with bigger fireworks and they were thrown back and forth at each other. These weren't even M80s. These were just sparklers and little fizz bombs and stuff like that. All right, and the fireworks would have been the thing I would have been least afraid of if I was in the middle of this, okay? Like I said, you can watch this video. All right, so I kind of get a feel for this. Both groups looked about the same size. The people in black definitely in retreat, being chased continually by the Patriots, who were armed, without a doubt, and aggressive. To me, it seemed like the people in black were trying to keep the other group away. So this is the first I see. Then I start to get a feel. Apparently, this was the summer of love. Yeah, by the Patriots. And I got to believe that was being sarcastic, that they named it that. I think it's 1 year to the day after there was a lot of stuff in Portland on this day last year. So apparently, the Patriots organized a rally on this day. And of course, that fired up the other side, the people in black. Now, so they're clashing. And without a doubt, I see a lot of hatred and animosity between these two groups. I'm going to talk about that more in a second. Okay, so I get a kind of feel. These two sides are clashing. They're both being they're being very aggressive. They're not discussing politics. This is just an all-out war. What this has become is just a war, a hatred for each other. You're not seeing each other as human beings. You're just seeing the other person as the enemy, the antithesis of what you are. I think I used that word right. I hope I did. All right. And what I'm seeing, it's not even about politics anymore. This is just about hate, all-out war, hate, and dehumanizing the person on the other side. That's what I saw. Okay, here's where it gets interesting. I come across the Fox News article, and it's titled, they use the term, for the people in black, they use the term that begins with A, ends with F-A. It's big letters. Anti uses explosives and chemical bombs, chemical sprays at gathering, something like that. And I'm like, wow, that's not what I saw at all. I'll put the link down below. The Fox News, the headline is that the people in black are using explosives. And I forgot the exact word they use. Chemical agents. Like chemical warfare and bombs. Oh, and as I read the Fox News, they actually use the term IEDs, improvised explosive devices. These were fireworks. These were freaking fireworks we could buy in Connecticut. And we have a ban here on explosive fireworks here in Connecticut. And what I saw there were the fireworks they sell in tents. They sell to 10-year-olds around here. And Fox News is calling it explosives and chemical warfare. Anti is using these against our patriots. Wow. So I read the article, and you can read it yourselves. And it talks about the summer of love. The Patriots just wanted to have the summer of love and get Americans back together. Love, not hate. And the way they describe it, they describe it that apparently they described that a van crashed into their love gathering, their love-in. And they chased them away. They chased the bad people in black away. They repelled them and their explosive devices away. That's how they stated. Oh, and here's another interesting thing. In the first video, the one that seemed more honest and in kind of neither-sided, a black van rolls up on the side of the road. Now, I'm not sure if this person, it didn't look aggressive, and it rolled up in between the two groups, and it looked to be trying to stop one group from going into the other group. It was moved in very slow and kind of blocked the road. It could have been a cop. I don't know. It looked like somebody that was just, or this car could have just simply run out of gas and just kind of slowly slid to the curb. The Patriots just attacked the hell out of this, smashed the windows. Then they're pointing their chemicals, their chemical agents, which supposedly, according to Fox News, it was the people in black that had all this stuff. But you watch the video, you'll see what I'm talking about. And they just attacked. I see the Patriots attack a white handicap van and flip it over and smash all the windows. Then attack a black van that's just peacefully pulling over to the side of the road and smash out all the windows and attack the driver. Meanwhile, while chasing the people in black from one corner to the next, to the next, to the next, to the next. That, honestly, without any kind of bias, I wasn't even sure which side was which until I watched the video for a while. You know, without a doubt, I saw a destructive, angry bunch of patriots destroying property. Destroying property. Where did I hear that before? You know, so the bias here on Fox, the way the Fox News headline is just unbelievable. When I read this, it's like, you got to be kidding me. You got to be. And in the Fox News article, they show all the clips they show are from the Patriot way back in the Patriot group. So all you see is stuff flying this way that the people in black are throwing. You don't see how the Patriots are actually chasing the other group down the street, and the people in black look like they're trying to just stop the other people from chasing them. That's what it sincerely looks like to me. Wow. And then some people get all their information from Fox News. People in my family, people all around me, don't watch any other shit. They don't even know any other news channel even exists. So when they see this, these guys are so un-American. Look, they're attacking. Look at the explosive devices. Oh my God, yeah. Watch both videos and you'll see what I'm talking about. And even more than that, this is this gives me a bad feeling in my stomach. I've told you guys before, I've lived this kind of life, worse than this kind of life, through 2.5 decades of drug use in my life. And even though I still have to work to kind of control my temper sometimes, I shun this kind of stuff. This is just pure hatred. This isn't about politics. This is turning into an all-out war. What you see is war here, a dehumanizing of the other side from both sides. Really, this isn't about discussing or this isn't about Donald Trump's wall or immigration or Afghan or democratic socialism. This isn't about any of that. This is just about pure, unadulterated hatred and worse than that, dehumanizing the person on the other side. All right, check out the videos. I'll be back later. I got so much to talk about today.